All right. Oh. Morning. Welcome to Joint Dynamics for today's morning movement medicine. Today I'm hanging out with Cindy Jourdain.
Good morning, everybody.
Cindy joined us during the first lockdown when we had 6 weeks. Cindy, I think we did like 3 or 4 together.
Yeah, it was super fun.
A bit of Cindy's background, she danced for the Royal Ballet for 13 years, so she moves really well. So we're going to leverage some of her experience and her expertise in order to help us learn from Cindy and also get some nice movement in the form of movement medicine. We will start. Cindy, actually, point of interest for today's session is going to reflect on the movements that we do. Cindy had 6 hours of tattooing done yesterday, which means she's got a lot of work done here, hence what she's wearing. We can't put any weight on her hands today, which is great, forced us to be a little bit more adaptable, which is perfect for the current environment we're in anyway.
And I hear you guys did a lot of push-ups yesterday.
We did.
So there you go. We could work on the lower body now.
Yes, one more point of interest. Tomorrow in the morning movement medicine marketplace, collaborating with 5 companies tomorrow, Joint Dynamics, Vivo Barefoot, whoop, again, Cindy's wearing them as well. But also we're collaborating with some friends in Hong Kong, Biltong Chief, Four Fox Sake, Avita Masks, which again is topical for what's going on. All those guys are going to, and Reset CBD oil, there's going to be giveaways and discounts. See you tomorrow. Let's start. Yes, indeed. Let's step our right leg forward. So I'll go the first one and then you want to take over for the walk.
Sure.
So let's just get into the front of our hips. So we'll go right leg forward. Super tall there, and just because it's the first movement of the day, we'll just hang out here for about 10 seconds. How's your body feeling today?
So it's interesting because we're in this lunge position, and I should be feeling the front of my thigh stretching, but I'm feeling my shoulders very cranky, and I think from yesterday just being like this.
6 hours of discomfort.
6 hours of, yeah, exactly.
Let's switch. You can stay here, or if you want to, you can sit back here. I'm going to sit back there. But if it gives your knees discomfort or your ankles discomfort, then just stay in that kneeling position without folding back. Just hang out there.
Bit of breath.
And come on back. Whee! A little bit of a balance for me there. Let's bring in some variations. So we'll come forward. We'll gently keep that right knee pushing forward, but we're going to rotate it shoulder height to the right. Nice.
Well, that's perfect. Thank you.
Out there. And let's take that right hand now, palm to the ceiling. So that would be palm down. Let's go palm to the ceiling. Take it slightly higher than your shoulder. Bring the left hand to the outside of that knee and leverage that to get a little bit more rotation, as long as you keep your spine nice and long. You know how you were saying you were feeling your shoulders from 6 hours of sitting in a tattoo artist's chair yesterday? I had a great workout yesterday. For me, it's my lower back, so this is a bit, intuitively, this is what I want. I'm going to even turn my eyes to get more range. We'll hold that for another 5 seconds.
Turn your eyes or your head?
My head and eyes. My eyes are going to lead my head. Come back and let's do the other side.
Oh, that's good.
Come
Is it in
forward.
the right hip a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now forward and just arms at shoulder height. Rotate to the left this time. Stay nice and tall. Leverage off the outside of the right leg. So I'm going to pull that way, which will make my spine rotate a few degrees more to the left. Palm up slightly higher than the shoulder. And then I'm going to turn and look back to my left hand and get a bit more. Come on, mate. How are you feeling? Let's do one more with rotation like that, but this time rotate to your left and reach that right arm long, and then I'm going to leverage this way this time to get that little bit more rotation, but just make sure you keep that left knee, the right knee pushing forward. Yeah. Let's do 2 things here. First, keep that left hand reaching back, look over your right shoulder. So just get more movement through the neck. Now look all the way back to your left. One more time, come all the way back to the right. Don't stress your neck, but make your eyes go to the right so you just get a nice range of motion through the neck. Let's switch and do the same, the other side. Whoa, wobbly on that.
Right
side.
here
Thank
for
you for
you.
helping me out.
Got you.
Come forward, let's reach the left hand, so the outside of the left lower part of the arm pushes into the knee. rotate back. Let's take that palm a little bit higher than the shoulder. Check out what's going on over your left. Good morning, mate.
Good morning.
And now look all the way back to the right. Keep that left knee pushing forward. And then come all the way back. I think we should make this a little more dynamic now. Let's go right leg with left elbow like we're in a running position. Come up and balance and just hang out there. Whoa, yes, the ballet dancer trying to keep up. Oh, that's nice how you just leave your leg hanging out there. Come all the way back, left knee down, but stop there. Excuse me, left foot down. Lower your body down. So we're not going to drop the knee to the ground. We're actually going to lower that left knee to the ground. Like we're lowering onto concrete, so we don't want to hurt our knee. Let's go left leg forward with the right elbow. 1, 2, really tall there.
Learn from my mistake. So the second side, if the first side doesn't work for me, then I just try and make sure that I don't repeat that mistake on the second side. And that was a lot stronger, right?
What was the mistake you made? Lower down. Switch.
Well, I'm not too sure, perhaps not concentrated and focused enough on the movement itself.
Rotate
But
to your right. Left.
It's the first time we do it, right? So it's kind of a natural thing. So not to worry if you guys can't do it the first time round, because the idea is to repeat those movements until you master them.
Got it. Let's do a few of those then.
Yeah.
But each one will do different variations. So the balance part
But
is
now
the
you're
part,
challenging them.
part that stays the same. Rotate to the right this time. She's going to chop me in half. There we go. 3. The extra challenge is to maintain while being tickled. Left elbow in front. Step all the way back. Hey, how we are collaborating with Vivo Barefoot. If you share this workout, go right leg again. Come up. Hold there, arms at shoulder height. Now we're going to rotate to the right again. So the open side, just going to chop me in half. If you share this morning movement medicine session or tag a friend and I find out, so just so I know, then you go in the running for a free pair of shoes. We gave away a pair of shoes on Friday to Kirk in Los Angeles. He got a free pair of shoes.
Very cool.
So let's do it again this week. The way you get that is just please tag or share somebody and I'll connect you to Vivo Barefoot, which is a great company, man. Thanks, guys.
Well, I love walking in those shoes.
Yeah, they're
I love
great.
training in those shoes. Oh, now look at us.
Both. Ready? Go there.
Just we're not using the same leg. It's like good.
Did I go the wrong side? I think you went the wrong side, young lady. Left elbow. Let's go both thumbs overhead. We're going to step our right leg forward. Ready? Right leg forward. Both thumbs overhead. You might lose my hands here or not. So now what I want you to do, guys, I want you to pull your left elbow down, reach your right hand up and over, but get that knee, now you've got to get that knee higher than your hip. And actively push your right foot into the ground, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. 3, 2, 1, right elbow in front, all the way, lower back down. Let's do one more, please.
That was great.
Left, boom. Come on up, hands overhead.
Focus.
This time, so watch the knee. First, we want to get that knee higher than the hip. Get that by pushing the foot down. Morning, Robbo.
Morning.
Both hands up. And so we're going to pull the right elbow down and reach that left hand up and over that way. There. Actively push that left foot into the ground, so we're trying to be taller. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Left elbow in front, hang out there. Come on back. Would you like to do some hops right now? Are you okay to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Righto, so we're going to speed it up and we're going to hop about 2 centimetres. Ready? So we're going to lead with our right leg. So we're going through the same movement, but we're just going to accelerate it so we get a little hop. So let's do the first one a little bit slower. Right knee, 1, come through and hop, come back, stop, lower down, switch sides. Left knee.
When I learned about running mechanics, my coach used to say temple to pocket. Does that ring a bell?
We used to say fingertips to eyebrows,
Okay.
so 90 degrees,
Yeah.
fingertips to eyebrows, and then there was 2 options at the back. Thumb to back pocket or a suffer power. Remember that sprinter, a suffer power? He threw the arm out like that. So, but the momentum you're creating that, see how it's loading my hip? So when I throw energy back that way, it's going into the strongest muscles in the body, which means it's going to propel me forward.
Let's try and do that.
Let's try and do that then. Ready? Thank you, mate. Ready? Here we go. Boom. 1, hop, come back, lower down. So fast up, slow down. Left leg.
Right, I'm doing
1,
right.
2. Oh, you're doing right. Which way you going now? I'm
Right,
going right.
right.
Right again. 1, 2. Lower down. 3, left leg. 1. Point that toe down. Go again. You keep going.
1.
Go with Cindy, guys. That muscle there, it's the gastrocnemius. Look at that guy. It's a fast twitch muscle, so it's your sprinting muscle. That's why sprinters, you'll see they do a lot of these exercises to train that muscle. So when you jump, Cindy, point your left toe down just a little bit.
Was it better?
Yep, and now point your right toe down just a little bit.
Right.
Boom, yeah. As long as you land on that Vivo barefoot part of the shoe, not your toes. 2 more, mate.
Last one. And big jump.
Nice. Can we sit on our bum? Feet really wide. You okay to put your hands on the, sorry, you okay to put your hands on the ground?
Yeah.
And then we're going to roll our knees all the way over to the left. And then let's do the opposite. I'm going to go back. And then we're going to roll our knees all the way over to the right. You can take your hands off, exactly. So let's do that. We take our hands, knees to the right, hands to the left. And switch, just do a rainbow with the hands.
Oh, overhead even.
Yes.
Even harder.
Lift your ribs and hold. Switch again. Nice work. Let's do 6 on rep. 5 and 6 though, we'll just do a little bit different with the hip. Switch again. 2. Switch again. Whee, there you go. 3. 2 more, guys. 4. Here comes rep 5, and then we're going to do something different. Stop there, please. I want you to keep your right knee on the ground, but lift your right heel off the ground. So we're just driving internal rotation of that hip, but using the muscles to do that. And then lengthen the spine, keep the knee on the ground, keep trying to lift the heel off the ground, cranking internal rotation of that hip, and then let's do the other side. So now the left knee stays on the ground, lift the left heel off the ground, keep the knee on the ground, hold that for 3, 2, 1. Let's bring internal rotation in the hip while standing. Come on up. Did you drink much water this morning?
A little bit.
What about you guys? Hope you did.
With some lemon and some mint.
Nice. Is that for taste or for any other reason?
Taste and to alkaline my body. Alkalize?
Alkalize, yeah.
Alkalize.
I always found that because lemon is so acidic, yet it alkalizes the body. Isn't that great?
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm just like this.
It's like the law of opposites. All right. Oh, sorry.
We know that works.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, feet, my hands represent what our feet are going to do. So their feet are parallel. What we're going to do, we're going to pivot that right foot on the pivot point of the foot, that part of the foot we call the transverse arch. And so now if I look down, my left foot's straight facing you guys, my right foot is 90 degrees to that, and the right heel's off the ground. So if we wanted to play sport from here, we still could. So let's do 3 little squats to whatever range, as long as it doesn't put too much tension into your knees. But just drop down. For me, that's far enough. And I'm going to come up once. Drop down. But if I wanted to, like if you said to me right now, Andrew, could you jump and touch the ceiling? From this position, because the way I'm loaded through my feet, absolutely.
Well, you need to think about really pushing off that back foot though, right?
Yeah, I'll push off both. But my point is sometimes people just go like that and see my foot now. It's just all relaxed and wobbly, no integrity in it. So I couldn't jump. I'd have to jump off my left. But here, boom, I can jump off both.
Ballet dancers have integrity here.
I know, well, it's a different sport though, isn't it? Far out. But I wouldn't be using that playing rugby league or you know, some type of martial arts. I wouldn't be doing that. You know
Everyone's doing ballet out there.
Everyone's
in Australia.
Everything's a dance. Come on, back up. 1, 2. Okay, let's get a bit more dynamic with this. We'll just go 5 times each way and then we'll progress with the arms. So ready? Pivot your right heel. 1. Nice. And we can straighten the leg or keep it bent as Cindy has. It doesn't really matter. Come back. But what we're doing by rolling this, we're getting more internal rotation that right hip. Now let's get internal rotation to the left. And we can, look at that, elbows up, throwing a little bit of a hook there. Is that a ballet move?
Well,
Can you ballet-ify this? Oh, wow, isn't that beautiful?
That wasn't really ballet, but this would be ballet there.
Okay.
If it's there.
Oh, we're just holding a big balloon.
A lot more contained.
While holding a big balloon? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
A little lower.
How do you say that in French? Because ballet is French, isn't it?
Correct. So this would be your first position. It's the first position of the arms. which equals to this first position of the feet. Keep going.
All right, let's add, can we BG's a phi, this ballet movement?
Yeah.
So take your right hand up, please, guys. As you pivot your right heel, good morning, Jack.
Sorry, good morning, Jack.
No need to apologise, mate, part of the family. Righto, pivot your right heel, add the squat, but this time take that right hand across your sensor line to outside your left knee. Hold there, spot on. Make sure your spine's flat, don't collapse your spine. Yeah,
That's terrible.
And now pivot your right heel back, pivot your left heel but reach up diagonally across. There's BG inspired maneuver. Drop down, pivot the right heel, hold, come up, pivot the left heel. So we cross the sensor line with the hands. 1,
and what we look for
2.
is this.
Yeah, that lovely extension.
Oh,
Sit
so
down
good.
there. 1, 2. Sometimes sounds communicate more than words, don't they? When you just went, whoa.
And tactile cues, you remember?
It communicated. And what?
There's tactile cues.
Yeah, of course. Let's do 5, speed it up. Ready? Down, up. But keep the integrity with the feet. 2, keep weight on both feet. 3, 4. Let's do the other side, and I'm throwing to you, Cindy Jourdain, for one of your movements. Oh, she's there already. Down, hold, and now slowly come up. So remember, feet are 90 degrees, pivot to neutral, pivot the right heel on that transverse arch and reach up. Nice, drop down, strong spine, don't collapse. Come up, so trying to get the feet to pretty close to 90 degrees. We do 7 nice and slow. I'm going to call that number 4. Number 5. Roll those hips. 6.
What are you doing with your
Speed up for 5,
left
ready?
hand?
What am I doing with my left hand? As I reach the right hand, I'm pulling that elbow back to get more rotation into my spine. Over to you. Good sir.
All right. Well, I love doing single leg exercises, and I love doing balance exercises. Because in ballet, obviously, balance is key. Balance is king, queen. So a lot of the exercises we do, obviously, are on demi point and at the bar, and there's no point us doing that today. But exercise that we can do in the studio to help us then move on to that would be single leg balance. So obviously, going into a single leg deadlift or Romanian deadlift is a great exercise, but that's not the one that I want to show you. But we will start with that. So for now, you're going to take the leg back. We're going to create that 90-degree angle between your belly and your thigh, so through the hip joint. You're going to try and reach as low as possible, controlling the supporting foot. So that supporting foot is wobbling a little bit. Yeah, it's rolling in, rolling out. And that's where I want your focus, guys, to be. Making sure that you're in control of that foot. So control of the foot on the way down, nice long back leg, hinging over that thigh. And now pull up that supporting leg. Lengthen through the hip. Keep the shoulder down and relax if you can. Same with your neck, so the strain shouldn't be taken in the upper body. Really focusing on that lower body part. And last 2. And hopefully we're feeling our glutes firing up a little bit as well here.
I am.
Are you?
My left glute, yeah.
Last one. Okay, now if you can keep your knee up and not put the leg
more.
down, come on. So we're going to drive the leg back. Put our hands wide to the side, slightly bend the supporting knee and tilt over for me. So we're going to get into this plane position. Can you do it or no? Oh no.
Keep going, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's just Nelson was coming through.
Okay, so in a plane position, right? And can I? And
Yeah, of course,
on the
I'm here.
side, sideways,
Sure.
sideways.
Sideways.
Okay, here we go. So Henry's going to hinge over his left leg, find his balance for me. Good, lengthen the back leg. Arms are underneath the shoulders, and from here what we want to do is we want to try and rotate the torso and the arms as well as the hip. Find that balance, focus on that supporting foot, not wobbling. Screw the toes and the heels through the floor, and then bring that hip back. Beautiful, and relax. And we're going to try and do this 3 times to the right, 3 times to the left.
On the left leg still.
Yeah, so 2 more times on the left,
Yeah.
and then 3 times to the right. So right leg back, guys.
I'm going to get out of your way a little bit.
Hinging forward into that plank position. You can soften your knees a little bit if you have more control over that supporting foot. And now we're trying to align the left arm, the left shoulder with the right arm and the right fingertips. And come back. And you'll find that sometimes coming back to your original plane is the hardest part of the movement. So don't lose your focus and concentration. Use your inner thighs here. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Lengthen that leg. And gently bring the right leg back. Shake it out.
I even got that in my calf, controlling my ankle like
Totally.
the reins of a horse, how they work like that.
Should we try it on the other side?
So we're doing 8 single leg deadlifts, then we're doing your ballet move.
Indeed. Well, it's not a ballet move.
Sorry.
It's not a ballet move at all. Don't you do that at Joint Dynamics?
Yes, we do. Inspired by ballet dancers though. We're going to do the 8 deadlifts first though?
Let's do the deadlift. Alright. So here we go.
My OCD wouldn't be able to sleep if we didn't do it.
Numero uno. Nice and slow. And if we have a side that's a little weaker than the other, then I suggest we just go a little slower at it. We take our time. You guys don't have to match us right now. Yeah, your own ability, your own time, your own workout. But how many is that, Mr.
That's
OCD?
4. With confidence, that's 5.
Here we go, 3 to go, guys.
Ooh.
So I've had one really bad rep. I want to finish on a high. Yeah, I want to make sure that I finish this with a very good rep. One last one. Whoa.
Couple of toe taps from me there.
Couple of toe taps. Can we
Right,
keep
you've
that
been to
leg
the
up?
aeroplane now, huh?
Yeah.
Plane. Ready?
Let's go. Left leg back. Arms to the side. Hinging over. Get to your aeroplane position first. Stabilize it first before you rotate.
Rotate up and to the left.
Correct.
I'm going to fix my eyes in one spot on the ground to help me balance. And then come back.
Again. So we've gone a little quieter here because we're really trying to do this the best as we can.
One more.
And push through the floor, push through the floor.
3. Nice work. Can we drive some more active internal rotation now? And then
Yeah.
you go, I've got one, you got one?
Yeah.
All right. We've done this one before, the sumo shot put sumo. There's that one, so we'll drive through that. Morning, mate. How are you today? Hey, you said on demi point.
Yeah. So
Robbo is a demigod, right? Demi point, so not quite. Robbo's not quite a god in the world of physical therapy, but he's pretty close. We're not quite up on point, so we're pretty close. So demi must mean close, does it?
yeah, it means half.
Half.
Demi is half of something.
Half point.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Linguistic training as
You know
well.
how you spell it?
DEMI. No, that was such a push. I appreciate you going for that. Okay, so feet. Come forward with your right foot and then just toe in. So my hands represent what our feet are doing. And then drop into a squat. So that's internal rotation, the hip again. From this position, we're going to go out into a sumo squat. So that's ballet. We're not going to ballet because my hips won't take it. But my hips would love sumo. So let's go to sumo. So wide there. Keep your knees out over the toes.
Can I go as wide as I can?
You go whatever suits you, mate. As long as the knees can stay out over the feet. From that position, come to a shot put. So back to that BG's position. There. But then from there we come back to sumo again. Knees out, super wide. And then we come around. We did 8 single leg deadlifts. Let's do 8 of these. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of fatigue in this left quad and glute. Our feet flat. And this one. You got it. I love those shoes, mate. Ready? Sumo. Shot put position or BG's position. Back to shot put. Forward and around, but feet are flat. You got it. Feet are flat there. That's 1. 2, sorry. Wide to sumo. Tight to shot put. Wide to sumo. Come around. That's 3 of 8. Go again. Sumo. Shot put. Heel off the
Amazing for your
ground.
inner thigh.
Yeah. 4 to go. Out. Tighten it up. Go wide to sumo again. 5. 3 more times, guys. Stay low. 1, 2,
That's the name of the game, actually.
3, 4. 2 more. Wow. Oh, no way, you City Jordan. Get out of here.
See that?
Stay low. Wide.
That left eye.
1 to go. Here we go. Wide. Tight. Wide. Come around. Now stand up, shake that left leg around. That was fun, wasn't
That's
it?
unreal, right here. Right there.
I got that in my glute as well.
Oh, I want to get in my glute next time.
Right leg's turn. So the right leg actually doesn't move, it just stays there. Our left foot does this. It does that, the sumo. It does that with the heel off the ground, that BG's shot put position. Back to sumo, come around 8 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Far out. We're doing close to 40 squats there. All right, ready? Come forward and around. Hang out here. I'm going to step back just a little bit. Is that okay? Low here. Ready? Let's go out to sumo. In sumo, keep your knees pushing out so they're above the feet. Hang out there. I'm going to take my short. Come tight into that shot put or the BG's position that we've already been into. Back to shot put, knees out. Excuse me, sumo. Forward and around. Now your feet are flat. Stay low here. That's 1. Wide, tight, wide. Feet are flat. Starting position. That's 2.
So I started fatiguing at 6. I'm not gonna let this happen this time.
I'm there already. I'm gonna keep going now. That's 4.
Well, we can't stop the muscle fatiguing, but we can stop or we can control how we react to it, whether we give up or whether we push through, right?
I'm not going to give up this time. That's 6, isn't it?
I think
Wide.
so.
Tight. Stay low.
We're going
Wide.
faster though.
7. Last one.
Easier.
Wide. Which means we stop here, hang out. Push your knees out and hold. Pick a number.
6.
6.
5.
5.
4.
4. Bring your chest through.
2. 1.
Come all the way back around.
Thighs are
Nice
still.
work. Woo-wee, your turn, mate. Take us through something.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I'd actually like to do that windscreen wipe if you wouldn't mind.
No.
One we did. Oh! Sit down! Shut up. Okay, do whatever you
No,
want.
let's just take the leg up a little bit now. So, soften the supporting knee.
Whoa, back to
And-
balance.
What's that?
Back to balance. Yeah.
Yeah, so soften your supporting knee. So we're going to drive that knee in. So we're
Oh,
essentially
nice.
going to do what Andrew was doing, but we're adding a degree of challenge by now having to lift up the right leg off the ground.
Gotcha.
Right? So drive the knee in and then drive the knee out. That's called figure of 8.
Whoa.
We normally do this at the bar. But now it's quite interesting to see what happens. Whoa, especially when that knee drives out.
Where's your bar now?
So here I'm controlled and balanced, right? Because my inner thighs are working nicely. And this leg is closer to my center of support, or to my base of support, I should say. But here, the knee drives out. So if my weight goes with the leg, then I'm gonna lose my balance, right? So make sure that as soon as the right knee goes out, you keep your center on top of your supporting leg. Okay, 2 more? How many was that?
I'm going to say that's 7.
Okay, and you know what we're gonna do now? We're gonna drive that knee up. And then we're going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Drive the supporting foot through the ground. 3 to go, 2 to go.
Oh, other side.
Hear that?
Yep, that was great. Thank you.
All right, shake it out other side. So first of all, find your balance. Shift yourself on your supporting leg. Just lift the leg and see how you feel here. If you feel good and confident, drive your knee up. Point your toes for the sake of ballet. The name of ballet. And I'm going to rotate the knee and the hip in and out, making a beautiful figure of 8. And what I like to do here is I like to twist my spine as well, so some beautiful spiraling going on. Knee away from the shoulder, shoulders away from the knee. If you want to use your arms, use your arm. If you just want to be more compact and contained, stay nice and relaxed.
That's about the same as the other side.
All right, drive that knee up for 10, 9, 8, 7,
Oh, I'm
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it.
Oh.
Gonna pick a number.
3. Power of 3.
2, and 1.
Can we sit down and do the windscreen wipe?
Yeah.
So take the load off the legs, sit on the seat bones, this is that same thing, but every time we get there, let's rotate in the hip there, just for 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So hands, so knees are facing to the left, hands are facing to the right knee stays in the ground. Use the muscles that internally rotate this bone, the femur at the hip, and lift the heel off the ground.
what about if we were to add a lift of the knee? Can we do that?
Oh,
A little bit too tight for you this morning.
maybe we can try it for this one. Knee on the ground.
And a lift of the knee.
Oh, can I do that in the next one? Ready? Here we go. 1, internally rotate, lift the knee. 3, 2, 1. Nice, thank you. That's a great progression. Left knee on the ground, lift the heel, lift the knee. 3, 2, 1. 4 to go. Switch. Lift the heel, lift the knee. 2, 1, 5.
You're thinking of DJD, aren't you? You feel like there's an opponent and you just switch side.
6, switch. Oh, get over there.
Get in his guard.
1, 2, last one. And up. 1, 2, nice. Coming up. Have you got something to play or am I going?
Thank you, sir. No.
Okay, cool.
Oh, actually, are we finishing?
No, we've got 5 minutes.
Okay, so I'll do the finishing sequence.
Thank you. Beautiful.
So, no, you go first.
Oh.
Me, it'll take me about a minute.
A minute.
Yeah.
Okay,
We've got 4 minutes.
let's just get a lunge, but we'll go forwards and backwards with the feet. But we need to bring in a lot of rotation through the spine. So let's just set the spine. So make your feet parallel, please. Actually, I'll tell you what, even bring your feet to touch each other. There, bring your feet to touch each other.
Sorry.
Good. And just standing there, soften the knees. Reach your right hand to 12 o'clock and your left hand back to 6. Hold that for 3, 2. Keep your feet squeezing together. And now come back to center. Yes, please.
Okay.
And again, reach to 12 and 6. Keep your feet squeezing together, or the knees a little bit as well. One more time each way. Switch. 3. Get to 12 and 6, or as close as you can. Switch. 2, 1. That same movement, except now, once you lunge the left leg forward, reach that right hand out. There's my toes. I'm going to get way past the toes with the palm down.
So could we lift the back foot off the ground if we wanted to?
Yeah, of course, but
Okay, cool.
most of our weight's on our left, isn't it? Step all the way back and rotate all the way back there. Got it, and now drop that left knee all the way to the ground. But don't touch the ground, just hover. 3, 2, 1, come forward. Get your fingertips way past the toes, palm down. You can balance like Cindy is. Step back, right hand back. Drop that knee, reach the left hand across. 3 to go, get way out there, guys. As you step back, right palm to the ceiling, drop the knee. 2, 1, 2 to go.
Guys, if you're balancing here and you want to make it a little harder, if your balance is spot on this morning, then just shift your gaze. So Andrew mentioned that you just need to look at a point and focus on it. But usually if we look at the floor, we feel a lot more balance, right?
Yeah.
So sort of to improve that or to make it a little more complex, just raise your gaze and look right ahead.
Reach, there's my right foot, there's the toes. I'm going about 50 centimeters in front. Step back, I'm careful not to back into you there, I'll get over. Drop the right knee, reach around the corner.
Our balance is affected by the space.
Yeah, it's cool, we just have to adapt, don't we?
Yeah.
Get out there.
That's just an excuse.
That's 2, 3 to go. Can you tell me the origins of ballet in the next 3 reps?
Yeah, French and Italian Renaissance. Kings and queens wanting to entertain their court. That's really where it originated. And became very popular in the 20th century with Diaghilev and the ballet russe. And then you had all sorts of ballet methods that were invented through ballet mentors. Murier from the French school, which is where I went. The RAD in London, in England, with Dame Margot Fontaine.
Oh,
We
Dame
danced.
Margot, she was Australian. Fonto.
She was
What's
the
her nickname?
epitome of the English rose.
Oh, really?
What a beautiful woman.
Last point on ballet, why do you always stand on your toes? I think I said this before. Why don't you just get taller ballet dancers? Why are you always up on your toes?
Well, that's the shoes that we wear, right? That's our art. It's like, why are rugby players throwing a ball? I'm not sure I can answer this.
Okay, gotcha. Let's do your thing. Take us through your flow.
It's just a little finisher, so we're just going to do in ballet what's really important. So many things are important, but footwork is imperative, and so I just love doing this little athletic sequence whereby we're going to go in with our feet nice and quick, and then we're going to go out and come back in. And then what I'm going to throw at you is different variation. So we're going to look at direction and angles with our feet and our hips. Okay? So this is your basic movement. We call it in and out. Now let's go forward and back. the idea is to keep this tiny
Oh,
little feet
right
going
foot.
on. Yeah, and then switch to the left foot. Keeping your tempo to pocket. Natural swing of the arm and left foot. Nice, keep those feet going as we're getting tired. Now we're going to go rotate the hips to the left. And rotate the hips to the
More
right.
flamenco than ballet, isn't it?
And to the left. And to the back. Now we've got 10 seconds to go. All out, in and out. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seconds to go. And you're going faster than me, damn it. 2 to go. 1 to go. Shake it out.
Alright. That was fun. Got my breath going. On the back of that, let's do a little relaxation practice. Not for very long. But let's switch to just managing our breath in response to the movement, to control our breath, to try to facilitate a relaxation response.
Especially now after this little interval.
So that was a little bit of stress. Now let's go to recovery. Did you ever read anything from Herbert Benson or John Kabat-Zinn?
No, tell me.
Herbert Benson was the guy that came up with the relaxation response. Basically, we're stressed a lot. We need to learn how to turn that off.
Was he Australian?
Yes.
Because I hear the interview.
Maybe, maybe not. Can't confirm and I won't deny. But there's a big chance that he wasn't, but who knows. Anyway, I'm going to sit.
If you don't mind, that's fine.
No, you sit wherever you feel most comfortable, which is what I would like you to do as well. You can sit on a pillow. A good rule would be to have your hips higher than your knees. You can lay down actually if you'd like to. Rules of the game though, we're only going to breathe through our nose. We're going to breathe into our belly. When we breathe out, our belly will collapse. Forehead will just be soft and relaxed. That's where I hold a lot of stress. I'm going to try not to hold any stress there.
So do I.
And relax your shoulders.
My ballet dancer when I was a very young kid used to always say to me to relax it through my eyebrows. And when we concentrate, when we focus, when we want to do well, we just tend to, something happens in us. For me it was just this kind of, and she used to always say, open up, relax, relax. And now I've got this frown, right? 40 years of just trying to concentrate.
Alright, ready team? Sit up nice and tall or lay down and be relaxed with your palms open or on your belly. In 3 seconds, we're all going to breathe out together. Excuse me. And then we're going to breathe in through our nose for 4 seconds and breathe out through our nose for 6 seconds. Trying to do that silently, even though there's noise around here because we've got some stuff going on, go physical therapy. But we're going to remain silent and just focus on our breath. 3, 2, 1, breathe out. Breathe in through your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eyes closed, forehead relaxed. Breathe in for 4. Breathe out for 6. Silent breath in for 4. Breathe out for 6. Let's do 5 rounds in silence, please. Stay with your breath, keep your forehead relaxed. 3 more breaths, the world can wait. 3 breaths. Well, I got it on those last couple. Did you feel that nice relaxation response? Make sure we're here. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Thank you for coming in. That was fun. Can we do this again?
Yes.
We're closed until the 18th confirmed.
Yeah,
Reveal your tattoo. That'd be awesome. We're in Hong Kong. We're closed until the 18th confirmed. Maybe it'll be longer. If I was a betting man, I would suggest that we're going to be closed for more than the 18th, which means we get to hang out for longer. That's the positive side of that. If you would like to win yourself a pair of these shoes, the Vivo Barefoots, please share this, tag one of your friends, so then I'll know. Then you go into the running to win a pair of shoes. Tomorrow, guess what? Heaps of giveaways, just companies that I think are great that we're collaborating with are going to be sharing discount codes and giveaways tomorrow. So please let all your friends know about that. And you can win a bottle of CBD, you can get some discount on biltong, some masks, which we're about to put on, and some more stuff from us and Vivo Barefoot. So have a great day, guys. See you tomorrow at 8:38 a.m. for another session of the Morning Movement Medicine.
Thank
Thanks
you
for coming.
so much for tuning in. And hello, India, who's just waking up.
See ya.
See you.